Where are you guys located?
I'm from Oklahoma. Josh is in Colorado. So,
Oh, we're in Colorado.
I'm in the Four Corners, a little rinky-dink town called Pagosa Springs.
I've been there.
Yeah,
oh,
Yeah, it's nice. Oh, okay. How'd you guys meet?
we
Bible,
are Bible college.
yeah,
Where?
Calvary Chapel Bible College in California, Murrieta, California.
Oh, out there.
Oh,
Want to see my little Connie doll that somebody made
oh
me?
my goodness.
Isn't this so cute?
That is cute.
Wow.
Who
Do
gave
you want
that to you?
this? Gosh, you know what? I should remember her name. I who did? I don't know. And I have another set of crocheted dolls I bought from somebody who only did it for herself. But I said, please, can I buy them? And it's got Wit and Penny
Oh,
and
Oh,
Eugene.
oh man.
I don't. I should know. I'm gonna have to ask my friend Rose. Are you guys part of the Adventures in Odyssey fan club?
is that the like the Odyssey Netflix?
On Facebook.
On Facebook, I'm not on Facebook, so I didn't know that there
There
wasn't.
is a huge, there's like 9,000 people in there and they talk about everything. So one of the whoever was in there, I think made me this. Somebody in there. One of those 9,000 people.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's great.
I know. And you guys blew my mind when you said you knew Animalia.
Oh, I loved Animalia.
Last week I went and interviewed with somebody and they're at the office of, I don't know if you've heard of this ministry, Living Waters. Living
Yes,
Water
Ray
Ministry.
Comfort.
Ray Comfort, and he gave
Oh,
me
I
the
love Ray
best
Comfort.
Bible. Have you seen the Evidence Bible?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
it's a
yeah, yeah.
phenomenal Bible.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
It
it's
is
made me want
amazing.
to. I'm actually like, I'm thinking, I'm gonna read this Bible from cover to cover because there's really
It's great.
interesting stuff on all the and it's heavy. You could really kill bugs with it.
Absolutely.
But it's
Oh,
no, he was so sweet and he's so funny. Have you met
he
him?
is hilarious.
I
He
love
happened to be at the office and then he wanted to give us a tour and he showed us all. He has this big old dinosaur in his office in the lobby, this head, and he turns it on and then before you know it, it like roars, scares the crap out of you. Yeah. I mean, tell me about your Animalia thing because you're the first people to ever mention that to me.
Really? Okay, well, I grew up with the show, and I remember the Zoe character and being like, man, her voice sounds so familiar. But then I looked in the credits and saw your name. I'm like, wait a minute, that's Connie. That's Connie. I loved that show. I was one of the
It's a
cool.
great show. And
But
it's so beautiful,
yeah.
so
Hmm.
well illustrated.
What was it like working on that show? How was that different than Odyssey?
Well, it wasn't really. I mean, we did all record together, like we do on Odyssey, but we had baffles in between us because in animation you have to separate the tracks a little bit
Oh,
more than in the audio. I got Tom Ruger was the director, who's the original director from Animaniacs, who's a really great guy.
oh.
And getting to know the half the cast was from New Zealand or Australia. So
Mhm.
that was kind of neat. I made some friends, and we had to actually audition for Graham Bass, who was the author of the book.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I
so
didn't know
he
anything
approved.
about the book. Yeah,
Oh, wow. That's
and
interesting.
then okay, I'll tell you. Now this is good. I've never been able to tell this story,
Oh, please.
so
Oh, this
I
is
don't even
great.
know why you guys have a podcast, but I will tell you this story. So the people who produced Animalia, I don't have my well, I do have my phone. I'm trying to think what the name of the company was. In Australia, based in Australia. Really, really nice, really great people. Like we had a really nice cast party. Where
You guys threw cast parties for Animalia?
Yeah, at the end of when you're done. Yeah,
I didn't know that y'all did that. That's so fun.
sometimes we haven't had our cast party for Odyssey yet, but we did have our one grand party last year in Colorado. Did you go, Josh?
I was not there, but Tim did go.
I
You
did
were
go.
there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
was
made
it
the trip.
fun?
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. I saw you, I passed you when you were leaving Wits End, and I went
Yeah.
with my wife, who I just introduced to Odyssey. I'm like, that was Connie. I'm like, she was like, oh, oh,
I'm looking for the producers, Ewan Burnett, Burberry Productions. Anyway, we did a couple. I did the Fox's voice. I did Zoe's voice,
and one of the,
and I did one of the alligators. Anyway, so that was over, and then a few years later, I got my agent says, "Oh, you have a job." oh, I have a job. Okay. Yeah, she sends me a script. I go, I just got a job. I didn't even audition for it. Yeah, okay. And she says, you're going to be playing Ian. Oh, okay. So I'm reading the script, and who sent me, who knows me and wanted me to do this script. It was really flattering and neat, but I couldn't figure it out. So anyway, at the end of the script, it says, oh, but my name's not Ian. It's Han Solo. And I got to be Han Solo's voice as a kid. And it was the people who did Animalia they were in contention, I guess, is that the right word, to do the Lego Star Wars stuff. And so we did the Padawan Menace, which was a 30-minute Cartoon Network special, but they never ended up using that company. They used a different company to do all the other stuff. But I was in that one, and that was pretty cool.
I have to say, I loved that show growing up. I was all into the core and the Seeker and all that.
Well, it was a beautiful story, and it had a really beautiful message. Did you watch it too, Josh?
I watched a little bit of it. I didn't watch a lot of it. But yeah, it's a great show.
Yeah, well, PBS, right? So, yeah. So why did you want to talk to me, and what is your show about, and why did you decide to have a podcast anyway?
Well, Josh and I recently we started asking people to come on the show, and we had Phil Lawler on like Saturday, and we had Paul and Marshall on.
Oh,
yeah,
a lot of AIO people.
I love AIO. It's my show. I actually I'll tell you this right now. My son's name is Whittaker. So
oh, you have a little boy.
I have a little boy named Whittaker. So
how old is he?
He just turned 5 months. So.
Oh, he's a real little boy.
Yeah, he's petite.
Well, congratulations.
Well, thank you. Maybe at the end I can.
Yeah, we want to see him. I was at Wits End, not this weekend, but the weekend before. We were in Colorado doing an audio drama institute camp. A week-long audio drama camp. John Campbell was there, and J.D. Sutter, and Phil Lawler, Kathy Buchanan, Todd Bastide, just teaching all how to make great audio camp. I said, how can we be in Colorado Springs? We were way up in the mountains. Everyone had a huge headache. We were 9,000 feet up.
Oh, man.
But I said, how can we be in Colorado Springs and not go to Wits End? So the last day, and we were all flying out, but I had brought 20 people down to Wits End. It was really fun.
Oh,
nice.
Are you guys ever going to do another audio drama camp? Or
I think so, because it was really successful.
I want to go so bad to that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what Phil and I are doing next.
Oh, please tell me.
Okay, so there's a fellow named Ryan Baumgartner. He's a ventriloquist, and he does a lot of Christian cruises and things, sing and sail cruises. Well, he's putting together Voyage of Voices cruise in October of 2026, so a year from now. We are going to leave from Galveston. We're on a cruise, me and Phil and Kimmy Robertson and Steve Burns and John Fornoff and Ginny and Donald Long. And we're just going to do live audio drama and enjoy being in Mexico and have little Bible studies and different things. And it's really affordable.
How did you get into voice acting?
I made a demo, and I got an agent, and I started auditioning. That's how I got into it. Because someone said, hey, you should try voice acting.
Were you into acting before then?
No.
Really?
No, I wasn't. The only thing, after I got out of college, I took some improv classes for fun.
Oh.
And I ended up taking improv 1, improv 2, improv 3, the next class, and then the final one, they're like, okay, well, now we're doing a show, and we're going on stage. And I'm like, oh. But it was fun. And that really helps a lot for voiceover improvisation training.
That is so not what I thought your story would be. I thought you would have been like, oh, I've been on stage since 5. I love acting in front of people, but you're shaking your head. No.
No. I like voice acting because it used to be very anonymous.
Really? Did they not credit you usually? Or?
They did, but who reads the credit? And where would you find anybody before social media?
Yeah.
The phone book, maybe.
I have a phone book here.
Do you?
Yeah.
They dropped it at my door. I figured, oh, just to be safe, I'm gonna keep it.
It will be good for killing bugs too.
A
Or give it to Tim. He's gonna need a booster seat for a little
boost.
Whittaker. Yeah.
Oh,
little
and
Whittaker.
I was just like, I thought you were making a joke that I was short.
No.
I'm 6'4". I've never been had a short joke before.
No.
Well, since we're talking about acting, could we ask you some acting advice before we ask you Connie questions and stuff?
Give me those burning acting questions. As you know now, I'm really not a trained professional, but I do have experience. So go ahead.
How do you get into character? Because
Well, I taught a whole class on that up at Audio Drama Camp. And I do coach as well, and I teach, help people with that. How do you do it? You have choices. It's just like making dinner when you're cooking. You have ingredients and you decide which ingredients are you going to put into this character. Or when you read a script or see a picture, you think, oh, that reminds me of something this other person. So you think, okay, that's a good place to start. Because I have a word I coined, voicinalities. We don't do voices. We create voicinalities, personalities. We don't do voices. We create characters.
oh,
If you see, here's a character description. Here's this guy, Lingufino. Yeah,
oh,
he's standing on his head. So, you look at the face, you look at the eyes, you try to, oh, he's got kind of his voice, his mouth is like this, and how old is he? Well, he's like 8 years old, 7 years old, so I'm going to have him talk like that, and it's an educational thing, so he has to speak clearly, You just start playing around and get ideas. What does that feel like? What do you think this personality is? Where is this voice coming from? So you can decide on the pitch, the placement of the voice. Does he giggle a lot? Does he have a lisp? Does what? And then how fast does he talk? Is he like a really fast talker? Or, is he kind of relaxed and, oh boy, kind of this kind of deal? Or what's his attitude? Is he really excited? Yeah, because we're going to tell a story today. It could be like that, and you decide, and then you really, what I tell people is, if you have a picture, and this is who you're voicing, this is what you see when you look in the mirror. That's you. So you do your best to embody that, make them come to life.
What was the first role you ever had as a voice actor?
The first role, I don't even know if it went on the air. It was a commercial for a telephone company. No, a TV. Electric company.
Oh,
I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I remember the line. But Channel 7 went out during 8 is Enough, and I need to get it back before 3's company.
wow.
I hadn't even actually studied. I did get a degree in broadcasting, so that was before I even went back to college. But I had met some people through other people who suggested I do voiceover, so I met this producer, and he asked me to come in, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I just didn't know I didn't know. It was just very foreign to me. And then I did something for Mel Blanc's son is a producer, and he was producing something for the Shriners. And he knew my stepmom, and he needed the sound of a little girl screaming. She gets scalded in the bathtub. And yeah. And I went over to his house and recorded that. People think, it's all glamour if it's only movies and TV. There's so many ways that voiceover.
Right.
When I used to go to the first time I went to speak at a school, I'd say, where do you hear voices? Where do you think people work? You've got radio, you've got TV, you have toys, you have apps, you have answering machines, you have, audio drama, so many different corporate websites, lots of, books. There's audiobooks. There's so many different types of work.
What's your advice for doing audiobooks specifically?
Don't
do it?
They're tedious.
How so?
No, unless you like reading books out loud, then editing it, you're good. Go for it.
Oh.
I mean, some people love it. They could just sit in a room and just read, and they're perfectly happy. I would kill myself.
You-
I tried it. I did it for a friend. I actually recorded Homeless for the Holidays for my friend Peggy Sue Wells. She wrote that book, so I recorded that. And I've done a few other books. I've done some for Brock Eastman. He did kids books. I can do kids books, right? They're super short. That's fun. But anything, no, I'm too antsy for that kind of stuff. And you have to be really good at it too to make it pay, to make it worth your
Yeah.
while.
So you also played the voice of the prince in the Temple of Doom Indiana Jones movie.
Hmm.
I did.
So what's the story behind getting that role? And do you know why they wanted to replace the kid's voice at all?
I have no idea.
They didn't
I
tell
have
you?
no idea. I auditioned to match his voice. I went to the studio. I didn't really know what it was. I only saw the black and white print. I only saw the scenes I was doing, and it was only me and the engineer. And I said, "So, Charlene, why am I here? What do they need?" And she said, "I don't know. Did they tell you?" Nope. Can
So
you
the
get
director wasn't.
can you get Spielberg on the phone and find out what he wants? No, I can't get a hold of him. All right, well, let's see. I'll just try to match his voice and the best I can and just duplicate. Maybe the track's dirty. I don't know why a lot of times when you're doing ADR, other sounds come in, or maybe they felt by the time they finished, his voice might have changed, so he couldn't do his own ADR. I don't know. Nobody told us anything. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I mean, I probably added some stuff. Like, there's a scene where he's putting needles in the voodoo doll.
Yeah.
And I had to make up some sounds for that. And breathing. Sometimes you do that in movies. I've worked a lot on movies. And then my agent, my Comic-Con agent, met him at a Comic-Con. His name's Raj. And he goes, "Guess who I have here?" I'm like, "Oh, I've always wanted to meet you. I'm so sorry. I know that must have been devastating." And, I said, "But do you know why?" "I have no idea why they had me dub." Because I don't know. He goes, "But when we went to the premiere, all my friends said, 'Why do you sound like a girl?'"
Oh my God. Every boy's
Uh,
nightmare. They were like, what? So he didn't even know until the movie was
Well,
released?
they don't tell. Like, I've dubbed other kids in shows too, and I think, I'm doing my job, but I know when that mother and all their family shows up, they're like, "It's close, but something doesn't seem exactly right here."
What are your top three favorite non-Connie Odyssey voices that you did? Like that you were on Odyssey, but you weren't playing Connie.
Well,
What are
they don't let me do. I've only done a couple. I just did a couple little boys. Once I did this. I mean, when we do BTV, I get to play characters, but
Right.
I was Malanga in the
Operation Dig Out? Was that it?
yeah, something, one of those, yeah.
Yeah.
But usually they say, "Oh, you're gonna sound too much like Connie," so they don't let me do anything else.
oh
Oh,
man.
I
I
like
did this little Southern boy once. He probably talked like this, but I don't know. That's about it.
I like Silver Saddle Slapper Stephanie. I think that
You do? Well,
one I
that's fun, because that's Connie playing somebody else, right?
right. Where does Connie rank in terms of all the roles, voice acting roles that you've had?
For me,
Yeah, for you, for you. That's what I mean. Yeah.
oh, it's the best. Number one, number one.
I thought that, but I didn't want to just assume that it was. But how come? Why Connie?
Because it checks so many boxes.
Mm.
I've been doing it for 38 years,
Wow.
which is kind of, record. I get to touch people's lives in a profound way, and, I get to share my faith through my work.
Yeah.
And I meet people who are like you guys, grown-up people who are, don't feel bad when they meet me and realize I'm not 17 anymore. No, it's wonderful. It was an answer to prayer to be able to do something like that and to think I'm the only Connie
Yeah.
ever. Only one person could do that, and God picked me.
Oh.
How lucky is that, right?
Yeah.
My second favorite is when I worked on the Muppet Babies.
Oh. Was it fun to work with Jim Henson crew?
That's kind of a rhetorical
I
question,
know.
isn't it?
I've always wondered about that.
Yeah, it
Jim
was
Henson
far
just,
out, dude. It was far out.
you see Jim Henson Productions, you're just like, man, that must be a fun group to work with. Whether you're doing, animation or puppeteering, or it must be one fun group.
Yep,
Do
that was
you,
another dream come true. So I have had so many dreams come true. I mean, no complaints here.
what's the story of how you got the role of Connie?
Okay, so I'm trying to. I got saved, and I was like, I want to work on something Christian, faith-based projects. How do I find these things? I would love to do that. So I'm driving, and I had an appointment where I'd never been before in Arcadia, a medical appointment. And on my way there, I'm listening to Focus on the Family, and I hear family portraits. I'm like,
Oh,
holy moly, that's Hal Smith. They're using professional actors. I got to tell them that I want to work with them. And I was in Arcadia, and so was Focus on the Family. And so I went to a phone booth and got one of those phone books that you have, looked up their address, drove over there, and said, who's doing this family portraits thing? And they opened the door to Phil Lawler and Steve Harris's office, and I introduced myself, and I gave them my demo, and I said I want to work with you guys. And the rest is history.
And how did you get saved?
I went to church, and I heard the gospel. And no, I mean I grew up in church, but
Okay.
when I got out of college and I was married, I started meeting people who my age who actually took the Bible seriously, and I had
Mm.
never had that experience really. And out here, I don't know if you ever heard of Hope Chapel, but I live
Hmm.
by the beach, and so Hope Chapel was doing church on the beach, which was like, oh yeah, that ticks all the boxes too. And we started going to a home group and just, rededicated myself, I guess you would say, because I was baptized as a kid, and then I got baptized at Hope Chapel, and
Hmm.
that was it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Nothing really radical except taking God seriously.
What have been some of the most emotional episodes of playing Connie? Like the ones that actually struck emotion within you?
Probably the ones where you hear me crying.
Really? Is that close to genuine? Do you actually have to get to like a place of literal crying to play those roles?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, what were you expecting?
I don't know because I never can tell because I'm sure there are some actors out there who just like,
He was
yeah, I
probably, he was
cried, but
probably,
inside my head I was thinking about lunch. I don't
I'm,
know.
I
I'm
don't
just
think
picturing.
most people do that. They may not, because you have to connect. When I
Yeah.
teach, I tell people our ears are lie detectors. You can usually tell if somebody isn't really. They could be thinking about lunch too, maybe, but they're also thinking about whatever it is they're experiencing. If we don't feel it here, you guys are not going to hear it here.
Is there any
I'm
difference?
doing an audio drama workshop ensemble thing next week. I work for the Global Voice Acting Academy. If anybody's really interested in voice acting, this is like an online group you can join to learn about voice acting and all the different genres and get coaching and help you make your demo. So I'm one of their coaches. I have a website, katieleigh.com. I also do a show called Tell You Later. Have you guys watched it? I have my own show. I started with Will Ryan, and I just kept doing it. So we're on, I think, episode 174 right now. And so there's Patreon supported, so those people get a lot of unedited content, uninterrupted content, I should say, and bonus stuff. We've had people supporting us from day one, which is amazing. I don't think anybody's maybe one or two people have dropped off. They've just been so dear. But the Tell You Later show, I'm starting to put more of the older episodes on YouTube now so everybody can watch it. So that's kind of fun. And you get to hear me, and I have friends, other voiceover friends on the show. So it's a good way to learn from other people besides myself.
So the purpose of the podcast is kind of to talk about voice acting.
Nope, there's no purpose at all. It's where you learn so little about so much, and vice versa. No, it's voiceover, pop culture, and beyond, we like to say.
Oh,
Actually, I'm going to try to interview Andre next week.
oh,
So
really?
said he would do it, but I got to get out to his house. So yeah, and Chris has been on a lot. Kimmy's been on a few times, but I have a lot of other really interesting people who have great stories, and it's what we've been doing for too long now, 4 or 5 years actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So there's some really fun content. I've written some books.
Adventures in Oddity.
Adventures and Oddities one I did with Will. Yeah.
Read that
I
one.
still have 2 copies with both our signatures on it. I'm not sure how to sell those books because I'd ask him to sign ahead of time because I'm the one who had to mail everything out. And then I have one Itty Bitty Book of Codependency.
Right.
It's
And that's a
called.
children's book. Is that, or
Nope.
is it not a children's?
No, it is not a children's
Oh,
book.
first
How
one.
would you know? How would you know? You want me to show you what it looks like?
Yes, please. Okay.
Anyway, and that's my book.
The Itty Bitty Book of Codependency.
Yes, I didn't do the drawings. Another wonderfully talented person did. It's like a bathroom book. It's a humorous, just to a little nudge for some of our behaviors that maybe need a second look. Yeah, I like this one.
My kids need me. Oh, and he's like a full-grown adult.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Interesting. Well,
It's available on Amazon, but if you want an autograph copy, go to my website. If you want an autograph copy of anything, I also have some Connie Candles left. I don't know if I'll be making
I was going to
any
ask
more.
you about Connie Candles.
Well, I don't make them in glass anymore, but I keep this one in that's my
Oh my goodness.
ripple.
Wow.
But when I looked on the website, it was
Just the tins, right?
yeah.
Yeah, because I don't make these anymore because they couldn't find the jars. My candle guy is a little bit, it just keeps changing. So I have little tins and I took some to camp. We have chocolate and raspberry ripple
Are they
scent.
scented?
Yes, very much so.
Because the one on the
Yes.
website said unscented.
Because
So-
there is one that is unscented because people are going, I like candles, but I don't like smells. Like, fine. Here's an unscented one. There's a Connie candle that's unscented, but
Oh, okay.
the true Connie candles smell like chocolate or raspberry.
Oh, now I
Ripple.
want one. Oh,
They're so
That's just
good.
kind of weird. An unscented candle?
like, what's the
Well,
point? Now
some
there's light?
people don't like smells.
Oh,
They
that's
just,
true.
but they
That's
like
true.
the
ambiance.
ambiance, yes.
Oh,
We try to please everybody, Tim. And my candle guy, he keeps changing my product on me, so I think I'm done. It was a fabulous idea.
how long did it go?
Had him for a few years.
Man.
Yeah, it's on. If you go to Merchulator, you can see Merchulator.com, where we also have our scrubulators. And everyone who's a Patreon gets their name in the drawing at the end of every month. All our patrons get their name in there, and somebody wins a scrubulator. So I have to crochet those.
Oh.
Yes.
So you crochet?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
What's your favorite thing that you usually crochet?
Baby blankets. And, of course, scrubulators.
Scrubulators, those are important.
Yes. That's...
What's a scrubulator? I feel so lost. I'm like, I've never heard about this. And you
Well-
both are like talking.
Well,
and
our
like,
show is called Tell You Later.
oh, okay. Well, is it
So-
like a scrubby?
Oh, I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Actually, I sold all of them at
Oh.
camp. Woo! So I have to make some more. But here's an example of a scrubulator.
Okay.
With a unique
Uh-huh.
design. I haven't made one this way, you see.
Okay.
Well, that's such a unique design.
Well, they're all different. I don't know if you can read it. Mm-hmm.
I can't read it right now, but
I love it.
is it
Anyway,
a brush?
it says, Tell You Later Show, official scrubulator, handmade by Katie Leigh.
Oh man.
So
Wow.
you can buy them on my website, or I got to get back at making some more. So you can do dishes with them. You can
Okay.
wash
Yeah.
your body with them.
Because
I've had mine for 4 years. It still doesn't smell. I'm not
They're
even
the best.
kidding.
Oh wow.
They are the
Really-
best.
Josh, I love you, bro.
Well, I mean, my grandma she crochets and knits. I'm starting to get into the crocheting and knitting.
Oh, yeah,
But my
I made
grandmother
a new-
crochets.
I made a pot holder when I was at camp for myself because I realized I didn't have a good pot holder. So
Katie, do you know what Josh's nickname was in college? I'll tell you, it's Grandpa Josh. His nickname was Grandpa Josh because he
because he likes
appreciates.
stuff.
Well, because he watches
like the old-
news, he likes
yeah.
NASCAR.
My
like
husband
that.
does too. He likes handmade things. My family didn't. My father didn't. He wasn't
Oh.
like that. He would call it, he'd have all kinds of bad names for things that we would make. But I like to make things, and so I hate to waste it. I like to make something out of nothing. That's what voiceover is too. You just
Yeah,
make it out of thin air, right?
yeah.
Well, in this case, thin yarn.
Sorry.
I
don't
just
know why
made a
that
be-
made me laugh.
I just made a beautiful baby blanket.
So besides voice acting, besides doing your podcast and all of this
Crocheting
stuff,
and coaching, and I just retired from substitute teaching.
You substitute teach it where?
School.
the public school,
I keep
wow.
on asking such dumb, obvious questions that
You,
lead.
you're a great straight man for me, Tim. I'm sorry. I just can't help myself.
I'm usually not a straight man, but no, well, that's to take that. I'll edit that out. I can't believe that I might keep that in just because that's such a bad blunder to make on such an important interview. I have a wife and a baby. I clearly. All right. Well, that was. Oh my gosh. You performed with your son and
Mhm.
he played Cal. How did he get the role and what was it
Because I'm his mother. No, I told them. Actually, Adam started coming with me on some ADR sessions. It was really good. And I said, hey, he's pretty good. And I'm sure he auditioned. But yeah, I had a little influence.
Was it weird doing scenes?
I'm not above getting my kids jobs. If they're good. If he couldn't do it, I wouldn't. No.
Wasn't he just like born right when Odyssey was starting?
Mhm.
Your son?
That's how I know how old the show is, because I know how old Adam is.
Oh wow! So he's like 38 now. That's for whatever
He
reason.
will be in October, yeah.
For me, I keep on imagining him as like the 14-year-old boy that he was in the show, but that's not.
And he was so cute.
The
Now
last
he's
time-
this 38-year-old man. He has a podcast himself
Oh, what's
with some friends about Indian movies, Bollywood
Oh,
movies,
Oh.
called Fear
That's
of
a-
Stairs. Yeah.
that's a good
And
genre right
he
there.
lives in Bangkok, and I'm gonna go see him. I just bought airline tickets. I'm gonna go in November to see him. Yeah.
Oh, for
Wow.
Thanksgiving?
For whatever.
Oh, okay. I was just like November, family.
Yeah, I mean, I think actually we will be there for Thanksgiving. Oh, it's my other son's birthday. I forgot.
Oh no.
It's
We'll
too
edit
late
that out.
now.
Will we? I don't know. But oh my goodness. This
Oh,
is
snap. Okay.
what are you
Well,
gonna do?
I don't know. What does anybody do? You send the money.
Send the money in a FaceTime
Oh
video.
my goodness. Yeah, I don't know, but he's married too, and I never know what my kids have planned, and they have, but it is his birthday. But we'll be back a week after his birthday. I forgot.
He'll be fine.
It is Thanksgiving week, and that's why he hates his birthday too, because people are always doing family things.
That's the same with my brother.
Oh my gosh, it's my grandson's birthday too. Vinny didn't even.
You
I didn't
do-
even think about that. Oh, yeah. Well, everybody's got birthdays. Yeah, Mateo's gonna be 5.
Oh,
Oh well, you know what? It's okay. It's all
Josh,
good.
you take the wheel. You got some highlighted questions. I'll be the co-host for right now.
I don't know why their birthdays weren't on the calendar when I made the
Oh.
reservations. I can't take those tickets back. They're like non-refundable. Oh wow! Now you can see what a bad grandma and mother I am.
No.
Well, I don't know. I'll figure out the birthday things later.
Josh, you have to pull us out of this. You're the only one who can ask a
Oh,
question.
Josh,
Tied
what?
to my
What?
I'm
word.
trying,
One
man. I'm
last question,
trying.
man.
I
It's
gave
almost-
you questions that you could ask.
Your favorite fan experience when you had a fan come up to you either at Comic-Con or Adventures in
I have
Odyssey.
had people come up to my table, not just once. They say, "Oh, Dumbo Circus," or "Oh, Gummy Bears," before the Disney Channel. Like, I tell people about these shows and they don't know what I'm talking about, but here you are and it's real and you're validating my life experience, and just cry. Yeah, I've met a lot of Odyssey fans at cons, and I can always tell when they're there, and I feel like, oh, a little Odyssey family showed up, so I'm always happy to see our Odyssey fans. One brother and sister came dressed like Connie and Eugene in Kansas City. Yeah, that was
Wow.
really sweet. Yeah, it's just always, especially when, you do the voice for somebody and they just, I'm a big fan of people too, so I just fangirl out too when I meet people. So I know what it feels like, and it's just so fun to put smiles on people's faces.
I've never been to a Comic-Con, but I think it's really cool meeting other people. Do you meet a lot of voice actors in
Hmm.
Comic-Con, or are they primarily just more normal actors?
Well, I don't think any actors are
Well,
normal,
no
but
actor's normal, but
yeah, that's what's great. It really is. You know, you go, it depends on the nature of the convention. Like in a couple weeks is Alpha Omega Con out here with the put on by the Christian Comic Artists Society, and it's very little. But you always meet somebody new and somebody interesting, and it's, you know, con stands for conventions of you
Mhm.
or even conference. So when you go to things like that, you're meeting other people, like-minded people, you're making friends, sharing stories, reconnecting with people you might have worked with in the past. And so there's always a new and different experience because you never know who you're going to meet. And you hear their stories, their actor stories, you know, and you're all eating lunch or whatever, and it's fun. And we miss it because we don't work together as much as we used to. So this is the only chance you really get to be around other people.
Yeah.
You talk about how your faith and your relationship with Christ is really important, especially in your work, in your line of work. Which Bible character do you identify with the most? Like, who's your favorite Bible character?
Well, my favorite one, let's
Can't
just
say
take
Jesus. That's
Jesus
a
off the
homeschool.
list, right? I know. Joseph.
Mm,
Oh,
I mean, he's like one of the only good guys in the Bible, if you think about it. Anybody who would actually want to model yourself after, right? I mean, Daniel's pretty good too. Yeah, for
yeah.
sure. Role
If you were
model.
gonna voice Joseph, what
Oh,
do you think his
too
voice
hard.
would sound like?
As a
Oh,
kid, I don't do grown-up men.
As a kid,
Yeah, so
like he just received his coat of colors.
yeah.
oh
I just had this dream and I couldn't believe what I dreamt, and you guys were all like bowing down to me. Can you imagine?
my goodness. I
That's
love
great.
that.
What's your favorite genre to voice over?
Oh,
Drama,
I really
comedy,
like preschool stuff.
stuff for little kids. They're a
Yeah,
blast.
and
I
things that are
love
educational because I like to teach.
when you were subbing, what was your favorite subject to teach?
Science.
Oh yeah, can't go wrong with science.
I love science. Yeah. And my worst, PE. I don't do that.
Don't do that either.
It's
I
not that
took
I
the
don't
whole
like
test thing.
PE. I'm very athletic myself, but
Yeah,
don't give me a class of people and have them go out onto a field where I'm supposed to keep track of 30 people I've never met before.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
I took a test because I took a PE class for school and I took the test to see, if you're fat or skinny or what. And it said I was fat. I'm like, I'm not,
I don't think so. What kind of
I
test
don't
was that?
believe
You
this.
put in your like wrong
I
height or
think that
something?
test was weighted.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, what's going on here? Well,
Well,
the question was like, how
I
often
want
do
to
you
know,
eat fast
where's your wife
food?
right now, Tim?
my wife,
Yeah,
she's right out there with the baby. She didn't want to. Would you like to meet her?
of course.
Well, you want to know something? Her name is Katie too.
Really? Well, good. That'll keep it simple.
Wait a minute, just a second. This is
There
her.
she is. Hi, Katie.
This is Whittaker.
Hi, Whittaker. Well, you look just like a wit. You
Oh,
do. Hi.
hi.
Oh,
He
how
doesn't even understand the
fun.
significance of this moment, but he will one day. Uh,
Well, I feel very honored.
hi.
Hi.
Well,
Well,
Katie.
maybe we'll see you on the cruise. Who knows?
Oh, could we invite you to do one bonus segment?
Okay.
This is a segment called Audio Ad Libs.
Okay.
And in it, we're given a improv prompt. And then in post, I go and add sound effects and music and turn it into like a little mini Odyssey.
It's like a whose line is it anyways?
Okay.
Kind of like that.
All right, let's try it.
All right. Well, we got two prompts. You get to choose one. The first one is a librarian is mad at two college kids for making noise, or two kids get advice from a high schooler who works at an ice cream parlor.
Okay, I'll take two kids get advice from someone who works at an ice cream parlor.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh boy, look at this ice cream parlor, Josh, teenage Josh.
Oh
Uh,
yes, and
teenage.
my teenage
So,
voice
hey,
sounds normal.
What can I get you guys?
Well, advice, really. We're at a
You
cross.
want advice from me?
For sure.
All
We're
right,
kind of,
okay. What's bothering you?
I'm trying to figure out whether I should buy a car or not, or I should put the money into mutual funds.
Well, first thing I would ask you is, do you even have a driver's license?
Well, I'm 14 and a half, but
Okay, so you're working towards it,
yes.
and you need that car, don't you?
I want the Ferrari.
Well, okay, honey. I think you need to maybe lower your expectations a little bit there. But
That's
I do
what I
think,
was saying. I said he should go
And
for
you
a
know-
Fiat.
well, something like that. Something else that starts with an F will be fine. But I don't know about that Ferrari. But what I would say is this.
All right.
All right.
So-
Now, do you have a job? You're making money?
I'm a paper boy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's
give it-
excellent. That's very good. I think that's excellent. So, what my advice to you would be to save your money for
Okay.
the car, but also there are 3 things you need to do with your money, son.
Hold on, let me write
That's-
this down. Let me write this down.
All right,
Okay,
good.
write this down
I'm
for
glad
me,
you brought
Sean.
your secretary with you. That's important. Okay.
Okay.
So
okay.
these are 3 things. First of all, you got to tithe. You know what that is?
No. Is it like flossing?
No, it's not like what. Well, let me think about that. In a way, it is.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
don't want to think about that right now. What I do want to say is you're supposed to give 10% of everything you make to the Lord.
Okay.
All right, you do that. Then you take 10% or 20% in your case, since you have a big goal, and put it into savings.
This
All right.
sounds very Dave Ramsey-ish. I'm loving this. Continue more and more.
Well, the thing is, it works. Because if you want to buy a car, you're going to have to save your money. In your case, you could have a savings for your car, and you can also have a savings for your future.
Okay.
So you could have 3 buckets. If you want to think about 3 ice cream buckets, one is for the car, one is for the Lord, and one is for the future.
Okay.
And then what's ever left, you can bring in here and buy ice cream. How's that sound?
Well, tickle me pink. I think that's great advice. What do you
Well,
think?
I'm sorry I do not tickle any of my customers, but what would you like to order?
Vanilla chocolate. No,
All right, you know what? You just hold that thought and think about it. What does your friend want?
I'll go with the cotton candy.
Cotton candy, you got it.
and scene. Oh my gosh. Katie Leigh, thank you so much for being willing to do that. Katie Leigh, thank you so much for being on the show. You blessed
Thank
us.
you so much.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
so long.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.